The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 10.
Run, run, run. Regular. Set.
Mayfield down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. When you look at the Saints defense, they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better and they're out to prove it again in this game.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 14. And here we go. Good. First down. Green 19, judge that. Right.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Hey, 551, 551. Extend. Johnson. Go.
Back to throw, Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And just shutting him off there. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Good. Hurry, 180. Hurry. Stop.
They'll try and run here with Irvin. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. And the Saints force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Good night.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
15. First down, Saints.
Here we go. Green 9. You got it. 11.
Now it's Fields. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Saints. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing again is Fields. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd have the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that's a wake-up call for him because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Mayfield. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka Booker with an amazing diving catch. And the Bucs have got it back to within a score. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Fields changing the play. They'll start on the ground here on first down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous.
Here we go, Scott.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Here we go, son. 331, 331. Right.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
11, 11. Let's go.
Now Fields. He's going to air one out. Oh, man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 4-yard line.
Come on, go.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Run. Real. What's up?
From the gun, Mayfield. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 58 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Mayfield to throw it. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Complete to number 7, Bucky Irving.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got Ibuka. That's complete. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
Point it right.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hey, alert 33. Run. Regular. What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Mayfield with it once more. These guys running back out of the backfield. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Irving looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Alert, 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 alert. Stop.
They'll look to throw here. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Emeka Egbuka with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Big strides. Look at him go. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
319, get set. Up, right.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Here we go, set. 319, get set. Set.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Trying to barrel up inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
Here we go.
Here's Fields on the sneak. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, New Orleans.
Here's Fields on the sneak. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Offense set to begin their next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast.
And the Saints are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Fields. He's going to take another shot here. He's got a man, complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Palmer, 83 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. 24-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
23 more yards. That's another Buccaneers
Mayfield down.
first down.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bucs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Buccaneers 21. Chase McLaughlin to kick
Following
off
the
for
touchdown,
Buccaneers.
here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He'll try and do this himself. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yaya Diaby able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. And here's Ryan Wright now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Johnson on the return. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the line.
Under pressure, they got him again. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Here's Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He'll try to do it himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing, Mayfield. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. A lot loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Pro right side taken in by Godwin. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, son.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Palmer with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Saints have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good. 180.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses.